Hello. This video, although it's a public video, is intended for the people who are attending the 5 two-day workshops that I am teaching at the end of this month, beginning of June at Sassy Jack Stitchery and the Attic Needleworks. I decided to make the video public so that other people could have an insight into the workshops that I put on. Now, the workshop for Bathya, it's 2 days and it is a very intense workshop. There's a lot of things that we're going to be looking at. And this is a reversible sampler. We're going to be looking at satin stitching reversibly, and that might sound simple, but there are things that you have to take into account when you are aiming for a perfectly reversible finish, even on satin stitch. We're going to be looking at a 4-sided stitch, stepped satin stitch, stem stitch, double back stitch, reversible cross stitch version 1, reversible cross stitch version 2, double-sided Italian cross stitch, alternating double back stitch, single and double running stitch, detached buttonhole filling, eyelet stitch, and the twists and turns of the diagonal double back stitch. We're also going to be looking at hiding the start and ends of your running stitches, two-tone double-sided Italian stitch, and how we plan ahead, and the overlapping elements of the design and French knots. The workshop is based on 17 videos and it's broken down into 17 sections. Those videos, all the attendees have access to after the workshop so that they can play them whilst they're stitching them. Now, Bathya, it is a very big sampler. Lots of different elements, and we're not actually going to stitch on this sampler in the 2-day workshop. Instead, we're going to be stitching on a doodle cloth, and we're going to take elements of the sampler and we're going to stitch these elements onto our doodle cloth, and we're going to make a little spot motif sampler, and this little doodle cloth will act as an aide-memoire after the workshop for stitchers to refresh their memory about what they should do and what they shouldn't be doing when they come to stitch the sampler. So in the workshop we're going to be stitching out this little design. So that's the back of the design and that is the front of the design, and these little odd bits are little elements that appear in the videos, and I want stitchers to be able to see the things I was actually stitching out in the videos. So it is a true doodle cloth, and for those people attending the workshop, they'll be going home with a doodle cloth like this. For the workshop, I would like everybody to have a way of supporting their fabric so that they can use both hands to stitch. So whether you have a frame and a lap stand, a frame and a floor stand, or if you have a hoop with what they call a fanny stand. I wish there was a nicer name than that, but I understand that's what they're called in the States. You need to be able to use both hands. You don't need a very large piece of fabric and you don't need many threads. But we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and we're going to learn how to make our stitching completely reversible. It's intense. We have a lot of things that we're going to cover, but I want everybody who comes to the workshop to remember that if you knew how to do this, you wouldn't be coming to the workshop. Everybody who's coming wants to learn. So everybody is going to be learning. You don't have to worry about, can I do this? I will work with you to help you to do it, and that's the whole purpose of the workshop. at one of my workshops, there is never a silly question. If you're thinking of that question, you can be assured there's other people in the workshop wanting to ask that question as well. I will be there for some one-to-one in the lunch breaks, and I will also be there at the end of each day for some one-to-one as well. So please don't worry about, if you need that little bit of extra help, I will try my very, very best to give you that extra help. And my help doesn't end with the workshop. I will be there afterwards that you can reach out to, and I will help you with any queries that you've got. I would like, if possible, besides the support for your stitching, please could you bring to the workshop a small device such as a tablet or a phone that you can play the class videos. Now, the video will be played on a large screen for everybody to see, but whilst you're working on your doodle cloth, you might like to replay the video. And what we can't have is everybody replaying videos, so my voice comes out 30 times. Bring with you either some AirPods or some little headphones to plug into your device, or you'll need to run it on mute. I think that you'll find a lot of benefit from being able to watch those videos close up in the workshop. You'll need magnification, you'll need light, you'll need needles, your scissors, and just the desire to learn. And you should have a fabulous time. I'm looking forward to meeting you. If anybody has any questions before the workshop starts, please email me or message me, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye, bye.